We're going to record this out so that we can use it on our website. And one of the things I want to point out is this little line up here where we have this little gray bar with the little red line below it and the yellow orangish line at the very end. This signifies how much of the video we're actually going to record. You want to make sure that it goes all the way to the very end of your video clip. Otherwise, it's going to self-edit. It's not going to export out everything that we're working with. Okay, File. I'm going to drag down to where it says Export. I'm going to export media. A couple things that we need to look at. Number one, format. Instead of QuickTime, I'm going to move this thing down to H264. Preset, instead of NTSC div, I'm going to find a relatively small video format, and I think I'll use the iPhone, iPod, this 320 by 240 25, something close to that. If you don't have this exact preset, don't panic, but find one that is going to be relatively small, because video takes up a lot of space. It creates very large files, and we're trying to create a relatively small file for this particular assignment. The output is going to call this thing sequence 01. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to place mine on the desktop, and instead of calling it sequence 01, I'm going to call it put your last name dash and podcast. It is adding the MP4 tag at the very end. Once we do that, we can click on Save. Then we can click where it says Export. And it's going to take a while to render this particular item out. In fact, mine is still thinking it's a minute and a half or plus. So it's going to take a while to render out, and I'll come back and meet you on the other side after your video renders.